think I'm on live. Well, if I am, just loving live, loving life. Life, yes, I'm loving life, but I'm loving lives. Find a lot of joy from this, but I'm just gonna make sure I am on my Facebook page very quickly. But for those waiting, or for those here, I should say, my name is Brianna. I am the founder and CEO of Madewell 345 LLC. That's what the new name's called. It's just called Madewell back in Cayman, but another company is called Madewell here in Florida, in these states, Jeans Company. But really what I do with Madewell is support women in overcoming yo-yo dieting, learning to honor their body and getting a healthy body they love and they're proud of through simple habits around nutrition, exercise, stress, sleep, digestion, toxic load, and mindset and habits. And that's kind of what I call my healthy body framework. And I've just seen a lot of my clients, a lot of the women in the Healthy Body Academy, those who listen to my podcast, my one-on-one clients, see a lot of change when they focus on those 7 areas one step at a time. And so I posted a video earlier this morning from Insta here called, the all or nothing mentality. And does it really have to be all or nothing? And what I was referring to, and you can watch that video below, is just that mindset that we have. It has to be all or nothing, especially when it comes to our health. Right, so I'll talk about that for a little bit, but if you're here live or if you're watching the replay, please like this, comment, and let me know you're here, because the more people that do that, the more people can see this, and I want to interact with you. Tell me who you are, tell me where you're joining from. So this all or nothing mentality I'm talking about especially when it comes to our health. This is linked to this yo-yo dieting, where we often feel that if we can't eat perfectly in the morning, work out, or do that every single day of the week, we cannot do it at all. But the reality is, our expectations are unrealistic. Like, we just can't be perfect, but we try to be. And we tell ourselves if we ate the Reese's instead of eating the apple or all this sort of stuff, we should just give up and start over another time. And the only person that really hurts is yourself, because you're just communicating to your mind and your body that you're not capable of taking care of yourself, and more so that it's okay. But it's not, because you are capable of taking care of yourself, and you deserve to honor your body, and you deserve to get a healthy body you love and you're proud of, and to no longer diet. But you have to not just act that way. You just have to think that way, you have to act that way. And so that, the 7th pillar of this framework that I do is mindset and habits. And I end there, but it really is the whole thing. If you have a healthy mindset in anything, sweet friends, not just your health, and your belief system changes, then your reality changes. We are trying to change our reality too much and not changing our belief. Now, do I think that by taking actions, it can change your mindset? Yes. And so with that, sometimes for me, I think it's both sometimes. And so the one thing that I do to break free from my mentality, the all or nothing mentality, is to just show up. Show up each day in some way. And I'm going to talk about that. I'm very ambitious. So there's so many areas in my life I'm trying to show up, but especially with my health. And I'll be really raw and honest with you. I do CrossFit, and a lot of people say you do so crazy things. And and it's true. Like, I've been doing it 5 or 6 years. I don't know. And it takes a while to do some of the things I'm doing, but I have not been working out like how I used to. I don't have as much time, and I don't have as much energy, frankly. And that shows up. I'm actually heavier too, because I've been lifting weight more. So I don't run as fast. And so my temptation, which happens often, if not this week or last week, is to be like, why try it all? Just walk, or just take it easy, Brie. You're not going to be like who you once were, because we actually compare ourselves to ourselves more than we compare ourselves to other people. You're not going to be like your husband, who's like CrossFit athlete in hiding. We just do this negative self-talk that perpetuates this all or nothing mentality. And I'm here to say we cannot do that anymore. I can't do that anymore. As I approach the summer, and I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks on the other side of the world with no control over certain health things, it's going to be very easy for me to say, just let loose. And I'm like, No, I can't, because my body deserves better. So when I have a chance to make a better decision, I'll make the better decision. But if I kept that all or nothing mentality, I would not do anything to take care of myself this summer. And maybe that's you. Maybe there's, whether it's not the summer, maybe for you it's the opposite. You're like, I got to take care of myself this summer. It's the only time I have. Maybe for you it's in a busy season. Maybe for you it's just when work is crazy, your kids' life is crazy, or you're trying to handle all your volunteer responsibilities. You're trying to run a business. You're trying to start a new thing. And you just feel like, oh, when this happens, when there's a little bit more space, when there's a little bit more time. But I'm going to promise you, things will always be busy. There's never enough time in our minds. You have to make the time, and you have to make yourself a priority. And so the one thing I do to break free from that is show up. I show up and I tell myself, Prahanna, good job. You're healthier than you were 5 years ago. Good job. You showed up. You might not have gone crazy or gone hard or like PR'd or all these things, but you showed up. And that's worth celebrating. So I just would love to hear from you if you're watching this. What's one area of your life where you just need, particularly your health, let's be honest, your health journey, where you need to show up? Is it your nutrition? Is it your exercise? Is it your stress management? Is it your sleep? Is it your digestive health? Is it your toxic load from the products and in your environment? Is it your mindset and in your habits? Where do you need to show up? Because I'm going to show up, and I want you to show up. I want us all to show up. And what's going to help you show up? Is it accountability? Is it listening to a podcast? Is it, writing down your food? What is it? Where do you need to show up in your health, and what's going to help you? Answer those two questions for me in the comments below. And I would love to just talk with you and interact with you there. But if you're like, I need help showing up, I have put together this summer series for you. It's free, led by 8 different health and wellness experts, covering some of these areas where they're going to show up to help you show up. Okay? This week, ironically enough, we're talking about exercise. Fit Mom Stacy does virtual, fitness classes for women, busy women and moms. Fitting and Fitness 5 minutes at a time. She's in my free group, the Healthy Body Podcast community. And she's showing up to help you show up in your fitness this summer. So I've created this. If this is going to help you, sign up for it. There's free resources, there's free training, and then there'll be giveaways at the end. And then we're going to have Jenna, and then we're going to have Kelly, then we're going to have Anya, Samantha, me, Angie, and they're all talking about things, nutrition, meal planning, habits, essential oils. So show up. We're all showing up, and we're going to be all honest with you. They're amazing ladies. Each Sunday on the podcast, I'll introduce them, either by them joining me for an interview or doing it solo. Show up. Show up. So I'm going to post the link below. If you go to madewell345.com/healthy-summer-series, you'll get all the information there. And I'll also post the link to Stacy's podcast episode that I did this Sunday. And you'll be able to just hear a little bit about her. And then, of course, you join the group, and you get the link to that once you sign up. So I would love to hear from you wrapping up. Just tell me, where do you need to show up in your health, and what's going to help you get there? And if it's my Healthy Summer series, sign up, listen to podcasts, join us in the Facebook group, and let's really encourage one another. And send the link to any other lady in your life that you're like, hey, we want to show up together. It's free. It's meant to be. So do that. And so that's it for me. I was really heated, and then I got really calm because I was like really feeling it. But I was really heated because this was me, that all or nothing mentality 10, 12, 15 years ago, when it came to dieting, when it came to eating and exercise, and it kept me in a trap. It kept me unfree. It kept me hopeless and depressed. But when I said I'm going to choose to say yes, one step at a time, I found the freedom I wanted. I found the health I wanted and health I deserve, right? And I want the same for you. So fight that all or nothing mentality. Okay. I'll post the link to the series below as well as the podcast, and I hope you join us and then answer my questions here below. Love you guys. Grateful for you, and talk to you later.